What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, brother? How are you doing?
Oh, busy, busy. I know I've missed it on here for some time now, but back there's a lot going on with work. So there may be still some more time in the upcoming future that hopefully we can get a different schedule. But um, just a lot of things going on at work lately where I've been having to do a lot of late nights, stuff like that. So having to do the late nights and it just kind of interrupts with the going live type schedule.
I totally understand. So much more than you know.
So a little bit at a time.
So much more than you know. I understand. Have you had a chance to try that Funko game? Have you even looked at it?
I
I haven't
have
even
not.
looked at
I've
it.
had no chance at all. Between basically, like I said, I'm working. I mean, I work probably close to 60 hours a week right now, early morning, stuff like that. So a lot of times I'm really tired. And then on the weekends, between, just doing normal everyday stuff, I've also got school I've gone back to. Luckily, I think this is the last week of this current class. So this weekend, I got to get my last one. Then I got a week off. Then I start another class after that. So I really don't. I mean, you can even see my Lego thing has been sitting over here. I added a couple new pieces, but haven't been able to even do that very much. Just been real busy, to be honest with you. Just it's nonstop, nonstop. And we try to fit things in. Like we took the kids to the park this weekend, and then we were actually a little late. I wasn't sure if I was going to be real late today because we just, I was at work, but my wife decided, hey, um, it's before a hurricane. Maybe the crowds are pretty low, which they were. So
Yeah.
she actually took the kids to the to Magic Kingdom today, and I went out there after work for a little bit to go and hang out with them. We couldn't stay too long because they had a Halloween party tonight. So it means if you don't have a ticket for the Halloween party, you get kicked out at 6 o'clock anyway.
Honestly, that's pretty hard. I like it.
So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad because the kids are off of school because, of course, the impending hurricane coming down on us, Hurricane Milton. So they're out of school basically the rest of the week because they already had Friday off. So then they decided to just close the school because I think they're also using it. The schools out here when we have situations get used as um not evacuation zones, shelters.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally understand.
So they have to prep them for shelters and stuff like that. Um, the people now we're in Central Florida, so it's not too bad. It's gonna hit hard. It anytime a big hurricane, especially when you know it's coming towards you, you spend a lot of time keeping an eye on the news, knowing when the new projections are coming out. They come out like 3 times a day, so there's a lot you focus on with it. So it did the hurricane did today what I was hoping it was going to do, and I was hoping that it was actually going. I mean, it sucks for Mexico, but I was hoping it was going to hit Mexico a little bit more than they originally projected, which it did. So which means it slowed it down a little bit because it got up to a 5 on Monday.
Right.
So um, hit enough land to slow it down, and then it's going to hit that jet stream. So by the time it hits up here, it's supposed to head right for Tampa. It's supposed to hit Tampa roughly at 3, somewhere right about in there. But as soon as it starts touching land, it reduces down. So by the time it gets over to here, where I'm at, Central Florida, I have seen the projections. That eye is going right over my house, um, and it'll probably be about 2. But we're still looking at anywhere between 85 and 100 mile an hour wind gusts. Um, Probably more about 40 to 50 sustained, something in there. So and they changed it. So it was supposed to be at night. They were supposed to be hitting me at night on Wednesday night, but now it's shifted because it's slowed down. So it's supposed to be really supposed to be affecting us during the day on Thursday in the morning. So it could get interesting. So at least I think I don't know if I'd rather have it during the day because I think one of the last big hurricanes we had was at night. So um, that point you're tired, and but I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna hunker down. We usually stay downstairs because in Florida, all of our first floors are built with cinder block, and then the second floors are all built with wood. So we're gonna hunker downstairs, and it's a newer house, so we have newer code windows. We got hurricane rated windows. Luckily, I just had a roof put on my house.
Well, guys, Chase was supposed to be with us today. Chase was actually supposed to be here last week, which was kind of my fault. I didn't really get the live set up, and I tried to come back from swim and scatter everything together last minute. It just wasn't working. I couldn't. My laptop was taking a shit. I couldn't get it to like load. It was really weird. My laptop never really acts up, but for some reason, I just couldn't get it to load things, and it was acting. It almost acted like it had a bug or something, or it needed to update. Really weird. And till finally, I said, you know what, Chase, I'm just done. I'm not going to fight it anymore. It was like 15 minutes after 8. I said, I'm just not going to fight it anymore. Chase is like, all right, I'll just put it out there that we'll do it next week. So Chase was supposed to be on with us next week. He just sent me a message on Instagram, said, sorry, we're about to get hit by a Category 4 hurricane. Been prepping for the past 2 days, and his city is pretty much going to take a direct hit from this. So everybody, like, keep chasing your
Yeah,
prayers.
he's definitely, because I know he's down in Cape Coral. The projection is coming up. He's going to get a lot more of the outskirts, and he's on the southern end. So I always get it screwed up. But if you look at a hurricane, when it loop around, the southern end typically of most hurricanes are the worst because that's where it's getting the power, and then it comes back around. So if you're on the southern end, like he's going to be, and on top of it, the storm surge from this thing, he's very, very close to the coast. So they just got beat up. Even when Helene came through, even though it hit up all the way into Big Bend, the storm surge all the way up and down the coast was ridiculous. So he's about to get hit pretty good with some good storm surge. So that's definitely a lot of prep work with that. Probably more than I got. I just made sure I fired up my generator last night just in case we lose power. Although Florida's pretty good. We have a lot of linemen. They've already been bringing in linemen all week. We've had the National Guard we've seen today. So,
well, he still might be coming in.
Huh?
He said that if he can get stuff together, he'll pop in a little bit. If he can get everything together. So
no worries.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said I look forward to it, but if he can't make it, I totally understand.
And Johnny, thank you very much. It's a little bit at a time. It's all I can do. So the surgery has definitely helped. And if you would have asked me back in March if I thought I would have lost this much weight in 7 months, I would have laughed at you. But 117 pounds down from what I was. So I definitely got to rebuild muscle mass, stuff like that. I just have no time to work on a workout schedule. But hopefully things in the beginning of the year are going to start changing.
Almost like a different person.
Going to be able to try to take hopefully a new position at work, so that may free me up from some having to work so much. So it'd be kind of nice that hopefully I can get a schedule in at that point. But so that's a hope.
So we see we got Dead Zone. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, John. Zach, appreciate that. Johnny Knight's been a member for 23 months. Let's go.
Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
Appreciate you. So I did notice that Funko has released their New York con. We haven't really talked about Funko.
I was gonna say I haven't seen anything from Funko. I haven't even paid attention to anything from Funko in
here's my
3 weeks that I haven't been on here.
I just don't have time. It's not that and everybody says, "Oh, you're not doing it anymore." I'm still doing it. I still have a stupid amount of Funko Pops. I still have pops that I need to unbox. I just don't have time. I don't physically have the time. And I got to adjust some things next year, not this year. I'm going to have to adjust some things next year to get myself some more time. Because the schedule we're on is not we can't do it in longevity. It's just not physically possible. The schedule we're on, will not work in the long run. So we're going to have to adjust some things next year, which should free some time up. But that'll be fun. But in the meantime, let's pull out this New York. I am going to tell you that I briefly like scrolled it for a second there, and I'm going to be honest with you. This one feels like this might actually be a strong convention, and I don't think that I've said that in a really, really long time when it comes to Funko, because they just typically don't have strong things coming out. I'm just going to start at the very bottom. We'll work our way up. The first one that we have right here is going to be Skeletor. Listen, I feel like Skeletor is played out. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, let me move this. Sorry.
Not going to lie to you guys. I feel like Skeletor's played out. I feel like we've seen it too many times. I feel like this has kind of become like the what do we call it? I'm gonna start calling it the Darth Vader curse. Kind of feel like this is starting to become the curse of the Darth Vader. All the time we see this guy. I mean, just all the time anymore. Every convention has to have at least one of them. The only thing that I can say about this one is a 1,000-piece limited edition. This one's going to be from the game Funko Fusion. I don't know if this is a con only exclusive, but if there's only 1,000 of these, I'm going to venture to say that it's a con only exclusive. Then we have an even lower piece, a 500 piece. What is this one called, Chris?
That looks like it's the.
Is it a Velociraptor?
Actually, no, that's not a Velociraptor. Velociraptor doesn't have the things that come out. I don't remember the name of this dinosaur.
I liked it when you said Velociraptor.
Your instinct when it comes to Jurassic World, it's like your Velociraptor. But yeah, I do remember this. This is like he's a shorter dinosaur. His things come out to freak you out. I do not remember the name of this dinosaur.
Whatever it is, looks really cool right now. These are from the game though, so I think that a lot of this is going to be new to us because I feel like the stuff that they're coming out with the game is dramatically different than the stuff that we typically see from Funko, right? So we typically see like the regular characters from Funko. When it comes to the game, for some reason they're giving them all of this. I want to say this purplish hue that we're not really seeing. Yeah, I mean you could see it right in the eyes. Yeah. They give it this different aura, which to me is fire. I think that it's a new thing for Funko to do that. So let's see. I want to say Velociraptor, but I know that it's not a Velociraptor. It's a Dilophosaurus is what they're calling it.
Yeah, that sounds. I think something with a D.
Dilophosaurus, Diopla, whatever it is. And then we have the 1,000-piece Chucky. And once again, it kind of has that purplish aura to it, right? I mean, even in the skin tone, you can kind of get this different look to it. I like it. I don't really know how I feel about the way Funko is changing the shape of their head. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but every so often Funko changes the shape of that head just so slightly. And right now they're making it more rounder than we've ever seen it I've ever seen it before. I kind of like the boxier look, but I think I'm probably the only person that's anal enough to notice that. I don't know what this thing is. This is going in Chris's Christmas list, Rachel. This one is for sure.
I've never even seen the movie. I've seen the previews. I know it was a big thing when it came out. My daughters were seeing it on that little shorts based on it. It's basically Megan. She's a robot doll that becomes overprotective and kills people. I don't know.
How would you react if you got up in the morning and this was on your nightstand?
Well, that'd freak me out.
How would you give me a Chris reaction? Let's say that if you woke up, would you be like, or what?
I'm not usually that type of reaction. It would probably startle me, and then I would just like, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not. I think it's my wife thinks of crazy things. I don't have the huge reactions. I think that a lot of people do. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm over abrasive and go that well, but yeah, it internally it more freaks me out than anything. I just have a problem with dolls. I don't like dolls. It freaks me out. They've the dolls have too many. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much into the paranormal at times, and dolls are like at the transport, and it freaks me out.
Jenny, I'm not really sure that I understand what you're saying. Maybe.
Yeah, no. What he's talking about is I was actually just trying to get into it, but I can only get into his X account. This tracker looks like his Instagram account has been deleted.
Sorry guys, I can't use my account.
Is that actually what happened? Was he showing Disney stuff or something? I mean, I'm wondering what it was, because he's been on Instagram forever. Well,
I have you pulled up.
Actually, his X account is pretty much empty too.
What account are you talking about?
For Disney tracker. I don't know. It's like his accounts are deleted.
So I have him on Instagram.
I keep trying to pull up his Instagram account, and it keeps telling me that the link you followed may be broken, or the page may have been removed.
Were you
go
blocked?
Back to Instagram?
Did you get blocked?
I mean,
that's what it sounds like.
But literally, he's okay. I couldn't bring it up by searching, but I had to go through the actual Instagram website and actually looking him up that way. He shared a leak that got him kicked off. Holy crap!
But he has to be back on, because I'm on right now. I mean, I
don't know how new. Okay, a lot of this things.
Looking at his old account. Oh, I didn't know that there was a difference. So, but here's the thing with this tracker, right? So let's all be like, I know some people who say they know who he is. I don't know who he is, and the people that say that they know who he is won't necessarily share who it is. I know some people that say they've met him, right? They physically met him. Let's be completely honest. He got in trouble by Funko at some point, right? Funko sent him a cease and desist letter. We all remember that. Funko says, hey, you can't be like sharing this stuff or look at leaks and stuff like that. So he kind of like stopped doing the leak thing, right? And started just kind of focusing on that. There was a while there that so many people were getting like taken down. I know y'all remember the person that was doing the Funko customs, and then there was him, and then look, these companies will only accept so much, and if he messed with somebody like Disney, man, that was
there's definitely something, because even this account, I don't know whether this is an old one or new one. This thing literally only has 28 posts and $5,000. I've been on there before, and he's had a lot more on there.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands. Let me see. This one has 500 followers. Wow. So when you start messing with like some of these
apparently he leaked something Disney. Did he got a cease and desist from Disney or something?
I don't know. I'm just saying, you know that this has happened before. Maybe the chat will help us out. We know that he's gotten a cease and desist from Funko before. When you start messing with these really big companies, right? They come after you, right? They do nothing but hire attorneys that do these things, right? I mean, a good example of this is that I know somebody that works for the Mars Corporation as well, right? Because we do freeze-dried candy, and believe it or not, we know that there's an ability one day that Mars will come out and say, you have to stop, right? I mean, so we know this is a reality that could happen, right? And the thing is, these companies hire attorneys, and the attorneys do nothing but this. They have corporate attorneys, and that's all they do is take care of their business. And so it doesn't surprise me that something got him.
So Dead Zone, was it a Disney Funko leak? Because if it was, you say Disney leak, but then Funko was the one that requested the account to be closed. I mean, it had to have been some sort of Disney Funko leak. I mean, the only thing Disney he has currently on this current site, one with 28 posts, is, I mean, these are leaked. I mean, these are, but it says now apparently on Amazon are the sketch. They have some sketch ops. Why they're supposed to their
Let me ask y'all a question though. Let's pause for a second because I want to know a real question. Let's ask.
And I agree with you, Zach. Leaks aren't always good.
Let's ask a real question. Aren't leaks fun? I mean, aren't leaks fun? Like when you're like daydreaming and you want to escape from the rest of the world, and you get a leak that there's going to be a new Deadpool in a chimichanga truck or whatever it is, like would be your like I gotta have thing. Aren't they just fun?
Yes and no. I think you got to do it with, it depends on what they're trying to do with it. I mean, right now, there's so much, secrecy in what is going on with things and stuff. And it could be that it was, and if Dead Zone right, it has to do with an Agatha pop. I haven't seen the new series yet. I haven't started watching it, but you know how a lot of times they release like a scene or a part of it that has to do with something in the show, and maybe Disney had an agreement with Funko that they could not release, this item until maybe a certain episode came out or something like that. If that got leaked and that broke the agreement, then that's something Funko could get sued by Disney for having it leaked early.
What I guess what I'm saying is, and I understand what you're saying, and I understand that totally. I understand the malicious side of it. I really do.
Because if anyone's serious about the secrecy of things, it's freaking Disney.
I understand the malicious side of it. I really do. I totally understand the malicious side of it because it could be a malicious thing. You could maliciously mess a show up like that, right? And unintentionally mess it up, and you wouldn't mess it up. You would just give people that know what's coming up on the next episode, right? People would know what's coming, not know, but they'd have a really good idea of what was coming. So I get the malicious side of it. I really do. But the flip side of this is, why aren't companies leaking shit themselves? I swear to God, if I was Funko, I would leak my own stuff. I just don't understand it. Because it's just fun, right? It's just fun. It builds the hype. It doesn't build it like in a massive way, but it does build it to us true fans of shit, right? Dead Zone. I'm sure Dead Zone has liked a good leak. I'm sure that everybody in this chat has liked a good leak at some point, and they're just fun. So I've always been confused on why companies just don't do it themselves.
But I think they do it in certain ways. I think there are a lot of times that they do allow certain leaks to get out. I've always said that about companies like even Apple. You get so many leaks and you get so much stuff that I think some of that's on purpose. I also think that some of it's going to mean, especially if what Dead Zone and I believe Dead Zone, because he's always been honest with us. If it has to do with the Agatha all along, and it has to do with a spoiler, with a character revelation, you know as well as I do, everything when it comes to Marvel, especially if it's within something of that show. I mean, you got to imagine what if in Deadpool Wolverine, what if before launch they leaked a Human Torch Funko Pop, or that would have spoiled, or even a Blade or a Gambit. What if they released these with the Deadpool Wolverine title on there? Then you would have kind of probably felt cheated on the movie. I mean, luckily the leak didn't know leaks happen, and everybody got the great amount of what they wanted off of it. But I think some leaks are good, especially, and I do think companies do leak things on purpose. But I think there's also agreements, because this could also screw Funko, that Funko is from companies like Disney is not going to get licensing rights for certain things within shows, since they can't control their own leaks. So I think it's very possible that maybe they had to do it because of protecting their contract. I don't know. Disney has been known to do that before, and it wouldn't surprise me at all.
The new Britney Spears pop guy sucks. I'm just gonna we're not even gonna talk about that. I get what you're saying, Chris, a lot. I mean, I really do. I understand that he messed up with it being Disney, and it was most likely a character that was going to reveal like what was coming in there.
Oh wow! Actually, I just found something on it. So there's a lot here of what they were talking with Agatha, but apparently there are two new characters introduced in the series that are generating plenty of fan theory. While the names have been mentioned, and actually this goes back to something we talked about a long time ago. It's the only reason I'm going to bring this up. While their names have been mentioned in the show, it's believed there have actually been two different characters entirely, who are far more important than have initially been presented to be. Now, their Funko Pop toys have appeared to confirm this is true. Again, a leak from Funko. In the show, Aubrey Plaza's character is called Rio Val, aka the Green Witch. But fans have theorized that she might have something to do with the Blackheart due to several comic book references featured in the show, including a nod to the character's father, Mephisto. Told you Mephisto was coming.
Yeah. I kind of already guessed that one too, watching the show. If you haven't seen the show,
I haven't seen the show yet.
You got to see the show. It's a really good show.
Now that I'm getting into this, now I need to go see the damn show.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And I do agree with you, Nick or Zach. I'm sorry. It's all about with social media and everybody nowadays. Everybody wants to have that first bit of information, and I think in some cases that's where areas like social media has kind of destroyed things to a certain point. As a Marvel fan, I would have wanted to find that information out in the show, or been told, hey, you got to go see the show to find out this thing about this main character, not get released from a Funko Pop.
Yeah, I get that. How about this one right here though? How about
Deadpool's but this is more of, this has got to be a nod to. Well, it's got to be a nod to the first Deadpool, the very first one, because he was on Zamboni trying to kill the guy. So that's more of a nod to that.
I don't care. It's still fire. it's still fire.
Hey, Christina, how you doing? But yeah, no, and Deadpool. I mean, this is compared to all the different sexy pose ones they've always had. I mean, this is a pretty hot one. Sorry, still reading. Still reading a little bit about this whole thing. It's interesting what got leaked, but I'm really gonna have to go watch the show now.
It's really good. If you haven't seen it, you definitely have to go watch it. Christina, what's popping? How are you doing? Good to see you.
But I am sad for Dish Tracker. That's where I got a lot of my Funko news, and yeah, he got caught in the crosshairs on this one.
Look, we all knew that it was a matter of time, though. it was a matter of time before he got something in there.
Yeah, you play with fire, you're gonna get burned a little bit. So, what else we got?
This one's really fire. I like this one. This is a really fire one. But this is also an 8,500 piece, which it makes me think that a lot of these are not going to be released outside of the convention. It's just what it makes me think. Now look, I could be completely wrong, but that's what it makes me believe. That a lot of these are not going to be released outside of the convention. The Deadpool on the Zimbabwe is really cool. I gotta have this one, or at least maybe I'll try and get it at 8,500 pieces. It might be way too expensive. I don't know. They're coming with the QR codes. It makes me wonder what that QR code is going to do, though. It makes me wonder if we finally are going to match it with a piece count, or what exactly they are doing there. It just makes me wonder. Let's see. This one is
there's a lounge fly. That's kind of cool.
This one, look. This might be honestly It's another 1,000 piece. How are they going to release these outside of the convention?
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me how these are going to release outside of the convention?
I mean, if you're gonna put that it's limited like that, I mean, it really can only be in the convention type thing.
At 1,000 pieces, how could it be anywhere else?
Yeah, I agree.
There's no way that they can tell me they're not going to sell 1,000 of these at the convention.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how are they going to be anywhere else? So this would be a cool one if I could get my hands on it, but I don't see any way that would ever happen. No way that would ever happen. Let's see what they got next. There's some fire stuff today, though. This is the first convention, though. Maybe it's because they put Deadpool, cool stuff in it. Demon Slayer. The only person that's going to know who this is Johnny Knight.
Yeah, no idea. It's kind of cool though. It's some sort of monster.
Let's see. One Piece is going to be popping off. I have
know nothing about them.
No clue what's going on.
Well, we need more of where's our other Canadian cohort? It's been so long since now. I feel like I've been out of the loop for a while. Why can't I get his name in my?
What's that?
Johnny's. Him and Johnny always do the videos together.
Simon Says.
Simon, there we go. I couldn't get his name in my head for some reason.
All right, let's see. Next one coming down the list is going to be another. Oh, they're going to bring this guy back.
They've done him with the ship and stuff like
Boogie,
that. Isn't that a main character?
No, so they've done Boogie the Clown one other time.
I mean, he wasn't on a chair or a throne or whatever he's on now, but I know they've released him before.
Boogie Clown has been released by himself before, not on the chair. I don't really know how they did it before, but I have not seen him on a chair. This one's really fire. I like this one. I can get behind this one. I actually have the other Boogie Clown. Never seen this show, but this character to me is just really fire.
You know what's cool about this particular pop, even if you're a fan or not, because he's on a chair and stuff like that, that's a great displayable piece.
Yeah, they've kind of already put him on the stand, right? I mean, he's already on the stand.
Yeah, to me, that's just a great displayable piece.
All right,
Trigon? What the hell is Trigon?
No clue.
Another anime?
No clue what's going on here, other than the fact that we have another anime, and yet another anime. Bleach has been around.
A lot of heavy anime this time. Now that one looks pretty badass. I don't know what that's from or what it's for, but I mean that's some great detail on that pop.
Yeah, the anime stuff has been hitting pretty good lately. Hitting pretty good.
Well, you forgot about the Disney stuff down there.
No, I haven't gotten there. What do you mean? Oh, I did.
You did.
How did I do that?
Oh, you got that one. The one next to it.
Over this thing. Here we go.
Yeah, you bought it, Mr. Toad. You forgot Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
You know that you were getting ready for a Mr. Toad.
I'm actually I'm actually. If I found this, I'd buy it because I got a long run thing. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. It's different, but yeah, I like this. This is classic. This is classic Disney right there. And of course, I guess we need another Kylo Ren. It kind of looks similar to all the rest of them.
Yeah, it's Kylo Ren, just like the rest of them. I mean, they have gotten better with like the texture detail, so it looks like his hoodie is going to have.
Oh, there's Simon. There's Simon. See, you say his name and he shows up.
Is going to have like a textured detail actually done to it, so that one's pretty fire. I can get behind it, but like you said,
yeah, take it or lose it. The Mr. Toad's way better, I think.
All right, let's see what we got next.
Yu-Gi-Oh! So I know
Yu-Gi-Oh! is got a lot of like strange things coming up here lately. Lots of strange things.
We saw that one. That one's just cool looking.
Yeah, that Bleach guy is pretty fire. This one is what I want to get back to. Look at the two different.
Naruto.
So this one's got like the two different color eyes. That's
It's like a Hellcat.
I'm not real sure. Not real sure.
It looks cool though. You know what would have been cool? Oh, it does. It is a glow in the dark. Okay, if all that clear part was like glow in the dark, that would look pretty awesome. But it is. See, I was on it. That would be even cooler.
So this one is going to be the super size, which is what not a big one, but the one in between, right? This is this deluxe. I guess they changed it to super size.
Yeah, that's cool. That would be something to put in like the black light box back there.
Until it faded. I mean, yeah, it'd be great for that. All right, now let's see. We got
Pokemon. Why are they coming up with some of the weirdest Pokemon?
What is that thing?
I know. Diagala. Wow.
I don't. Whatever it was pretty stupid. Looks like some kind of.
I'm pretty sure out of all the Pokemon out there, you could come up with something better to be a jumbo-sized pop.
It looks like a dog, like a robot dog.
It's a 9-tailed demon. There's 9 demons. Each demon has 1 to 9 tails. Interesting.
Well, good luck to them.
It's Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming this looks like it's a villain.
I have
really anime heavy on this one.
They're really anime heavy on this one.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, this is like a Robo Knuckles.
I guess we could kind of get behind this one, right?
Metal Knuckles, yeah.
I feel like they pulled me in with the Deadpool, and then they just kind of like dropped me.
Yeah, I've always I got rid of all my Sonic pops, but because they just didn't fit in the collection. But I mean, I'm always down for Sonic pops. This one's cool.
I still feel like they kind of like brought us in and then dropped us. They were like, "Oh, check out these bangers!" Boom. No.
Oh, that's a Toy Tokyo one. That's cool.
That is a Toy Tokyo exclusive. We all know that you're never going to be able to get that one, and if you do, you're going to spend premium dollar on it.
Caroline. This is a what the hell did Caroline come from? She was. It wasn't an anime. She was more of a claymation.
I feel like we've seen this Caroline though. I mean, we've
seen multiple Carolines in the past, or Coraline. Sorry, Coraline.
Coraline. This one's no different than the rest of them to me. This is kind of like a Darth Vader pop.
I mean,
the same pop.
Well, that and that claymation has come out so long ago. I don't even feel like it had a cult following to bring out that many Coralines. I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird.
Stop it. Because we need more Care Bears. This one with a Sunday on his belly.
I have no clue.
What?
We needed more Care Bears. I don't know what we were gonna do, but we just needed more of them.
So it's a witch. It's a witch Care Bear with a. Only thing I can look like it looks like it's like a milkshake sundae thing on its stomach. I don't know. That one's
I don't know. I don't know. I have noticed though that we have like the same group of content creators that like the beginning of them, like every single time. Doesn't matter what.
Johnny says the Coraline one is an amazing moment in the movie. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I think I've seen it once. It's when it, many years ago, but never again. Okay. This is a classic character. I mean, I don't know if I guess if you're collecting Looney Tunes, I mean, it's a good one, but I mean, it wasn't like an iconic character from Looney Tunes. I remember it, the Witch Hazel. I don't know.
I don't remember it. I feel like I said a second ago, I feel like this like con started off really strong, and they
to me, this Looney Tunes pop is like scraping the barrel of the Looney Tunes, lineup. Yeah, I mean, it seemed kind of. I mean, again, if you're an anime fan, you may be really excited because there's a lot of anime in there. But I mean, to me, yeah, this
seems really weird.
Seems not into it.
All right, we got this one again. You know that we had to get this. We could not have a New
Oh,
York.
and speaking of the guy that I'm sure would love this pop because it's DC and DC sucks with everything that they do.
Just sucks with everything they do.
God, I hate
Just
DC.
sucks.
We bring in our good friend that's finally done playing
Oh,
around in the
yeah.
yard and in the rain. Bring our friend Chase.
What's
Chase is
going
coming.
on? Hails from the hurricane.
I don't even want to show my face with this pop.
What's happening, fellas?
What's up, man? What's up? Hey, I'm already
man.
prepped. I'm already good. I'm ready to go.
Oh, you're ready to go. I'm about to get just destroyed, man.
Don't get destroyed. What do you mean?
Oh God.
Well, you got the storm surge to worry about.
Yeah, they're talking 9 to 12 feet.
9 to 12 feet.
Yep.
Storm
Let
surge,
me
yeah.
ask you a question because I don't want to dive too far into like nonsense.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, we don't
the
have
brain, if you're not careful, the brain is a crazy thing to play with. Have you all ever seen a damn hurricane form like these? I've been on this earth
Well,
for a long
living
time.
in Florida, you get used to it. It's hurricane season every year.
Yeah, but
That's why
have you
we
ever
call it
seen?
hurricane.
Have you ever seen one just kind of sit out in the Gulf? That's right, Gulf of Mexico, right? And just like form right there, and then just drive inland. I've never
Yeah.
seen that shit.
Well, I
Charlie,
think for
Come on.
most Floridians, I think hurricanes getting into the Gulf. I mean that's what we fear the most. If we can get hurricanes that stay off the Atlantic because it's colder water, it's preferred because it comes in that way. But once, I mean, I would if on Chase, you probably remember Michael a few years ago. He got into the Gulf, and that went straight towards like Panama Beach and the Big Bend area.
Yep.
But they were originally like it got in the Gulf and like, oh, this is gonna be something small, no big deal. It sucked up all that warm water and became a
Yep.
Category 5 in a matter of a day.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
The Gulf's
Have you
the
ever-
worst place for a hurricane to develop.
have you ever seen one just
Yeah, sure.
develop in the Gulf like that? Not like I get it. They normally come around, right? We normally see them come through Jamaica, under Florida. They kind of loop around and they hit, right? And you're like, that's
Yeah,
kind
from
of like
the other. Well, yeah, it's coming from like the Mexico side.
it's normally what you
Across.
see, right? They kind of come through here, and you're like, there's a hurricane coming, and they're
Normally
like
those
2
hit
days out.
New Orleans, Texas area. They
Right.
hook up.
You kind of see them, and they either hook in one direction or another.
Right.
It all depends on how the wind is moving
Yeah.
because most of our hurricanes and most of our storms like this come from off the coast of Africa. So it comes through
Yep.
Africa, and usually, like
Other
last
side.
year, we got real lucky because we were in an El Nino type of year. So all those were developing up high like that, and it was pushing it out into the Atlantic. So we got real lucky.
Yep.
Whereas this being a La Nina year, it's moving them more south. So those developments from Africa is coming down south, going kind of closer towards Brazil, and kind of swooping up.
Oof.
So it's coming in the back way, swooping up, and then all these just pockets of
Cool, man.
of whatever it is developing down
Not
there,
cool.
and then when it hits that moisture, that Gulf, that warm waters of that Gulf, it just takes off. It's like
I'm glad y'all understand
fuel.
it. I swear I've never seen them just sit out in the ocean for 10 days and then decide to make landfall.
Yeah.
I swear I've never seen
We
it.
haven't had one like this since the 1800s, so that,
Yeah,
that tells you something.
One that went straight across the state like this and hit Tampa. Yeah, it was they said today it was 1858.
And
Yeah,
have
yeah,
you
something
seen
like
that guy on social media that's coining himself as Lieutenant Dan? Who's going
Yes,
ride
the
this
idiot
thing out?
in the harbor on his boat.
Oh, he's cooked. He's cooked. I mean, I don't even understand. Like, this dude says he's not even wearing a life jacket. Look, I'm going to pray for you, but I think you're cooked, brother.
He's sitting in the bay. This storm is about to wipe out St. Petersburg and Clearwater.
And he's
Oh,
tied
they're
to
done.
some
Port
posts.
Charlotte, Punta Gorda.
And he's
Yeah,
tied to some
not
posts
cool,
talking
man.
about I'm going to ride it out. Well, I don't think a rope's going to hold, buddy. He just-
Well,
Well,
He's like,
it's
these
not.
posts
It's
aren't
not.
going
You know
nowhere.
what's
You're
making
right.
me the most angry is, which sucks because you have no choice but to get your news from the news. They gaslight hard. I mean, they
Oh, yeah.
really. They got my wife losing her shit. Like honestly, like storm surge. You're normally worried about the storm surge, not so much the wind. It's this a 12-foot wave is going to come. Well, let's all worry about that, sure. But It could be a 12-foot. It could be anywhere from 4 to 12 feet.
Yeah.
Well,
they
that
gotta
doesn't give you very
that.
much. I mean, and then you're
Pretty
thinking
big
4
jump,
feet.
right?
Okay, 4 feet. Well, if you stand in, like in Florida, most of the time, if you live on a canal and you stand in your backyard, it's a good 9 to 10 feet before you can even touch the water, like walking down the
Right.
backyard. So 4 feet is just coming up into your yard. It's no big deal. But the way they're just gaslighting it, yeah, it's exactly. So it is a bit terrifying, and where people still have PS from the last one.
Yeah,
the last one.
Yeah, I was going to jump in on that one. Yeah, with Helene, because Helene hit the Big Bend directly, but the storm surge from the damn thing hit the entire coast, and that's the problem. Is you look at videos from Tampa and St. Pete and all the way down the coast. There's people that still have crap outside their houses.
Yeah,
because it got damaged from the last storm, and this storm is just going to pick that shit up.
A week
and
later,
make it all projectiles.
Yeah, a week later. And now they're saying there might be another one behind this one. Yeah, so, hey,
another one that's
we're Florida strong. I'll give you guys updates on my Insta. I got a kayak. I've already put a lot of Funkos up of 3 feet. They're on dressers. They're everywhere.
Minimum. 3 foot minimum. I got you.
The most valuable stuff's on top shelves.
And for me being in Central Florida, he's down south. I know he's definitely having to always worry about the storm surge.
Brutal.
Me being in Central Florida, I don't worry about the storm surge at all.
Yeah, normally
That's not my cup of tea. We have more of the heavy rains and the heavy winds now. In Florida, I'm pretty sure it's similar down to Chase's area. If you ever come into Florida and you'll see a bunch of different, like ponds and lakes everywhere, most of those are all man-made because that's how we help control our flooding. So if you see like the drainage pipes on the road, it doesn't go to a sewer. It typically goes into those retention ponds, essentially. And that's how we help control our flooding. Those things are already been high because Elaine dumped a crap load of rain onto us.
Yeah, that's why
we already had a bunch of rain this week. So, I mean, some of our points are getting kind of high, so there is a little bit of worry.
What's the weather like?
Right now, it's the calm before the storm. I mean, all the people freaked out, bought everything, and there's no gas to be found. The Waffle House has not closed yet.
Not yet.
So that is your key. When the Waffle House closes, grab your children, grab your pets, haul ass.
But the Waffle House in Tampa is boarding up, so now you know it's a problem.
Didn't you know there's a problem? And there's a Waffle House close to my house. So it's just, as soon as they shut down, I'm in the truck and I'm hauling ass.
Everybody, like I said, you get used to things in Florida where you get used to, you do your main necessities. Now, for I always laugh because when we have a storm like this, you have everybody that goes to the store. Oh, I need water. I need toilet paper. First of all, if you were a true Floridian, we have a stack of water in our closet. I get all my toilet paper relatively normal on Amazon. Subscribe. So I keep a stock of these things because I know that especially hurricanes,
about 3-4 days,
these are going to be a problem. So we plan. I expect. I mean, I'd be surprised if I don't lose power to a certain extent.
They're going to shut our grid down. They've already told us tomorrow around 1-2 o'clock, right when it starts getting a little fuzzy and hairy. They're shutting the grid down.
We've already seen a bunch of linemen in this area. My wife today saw the National
brother-in-law's
Guard,
here.
A bunch of Humvees in the area already.
Yes, they do serve beer. But I've already counted. I have 52 beers minus one. Fixing to be minus five.
And I will say that to a certain extent, yes, we do take hurricanes seriously, but we also, because we get them so much, we can't take them 100% seriously. That's why you hear about all these Floridians going, we got a hurricane party. Yes, we do have a hurricane party. You're at home. You got to make sure you got hurricane snacks with you. You got to have,
got the snacks. Yeah, got the phone, got the snacks, got the generator, got the gas. Pretty good. I got ramen. I got cup of noodle.
Good. I got my grill. I've got extra propane for the grill. I got the side burner. We're good to go.
I got a Traeger. It's plug-in. I don't even have to worry about like I can grill up some stuff. I got the generator, plug it right in. Yeah, I got a smoker, so I'm pretty good on that. And as long as we don't get flooded, I'm sure. Like the last big one that I got hit by, the electric was down for 2 weeks.
I remember that one.
It was brutal. The water was down about almost a week, but I got a giant pool.
You took a direct hit on that one.
Yeah, and that's what's fixing to happen now. That's why everybody's kind of panic mode because they've been through it and they're a little traumatized by it. And I understand, but I've lived here most of my life and I've been through at least 10 hurricanes. Some of them brutally bad, but we may do. And that's the great thing. Neighbors help neighbors, even if you never even talk to the guy across the street. When the hurricane comes, all of a sudden you're friends.
Yeah, everybody's getting, because also too, if the power's out, you got nothing else. You usually get everyone sitting down in their driveway afterwards, going, "Okay, who needs help?
We got some snacks." Everybody cooks everything in their fridge, so that's always a bonus. You get a couple good meals, and like me, I'll run I got an extra long, like 300-foot extension cord that I'm going to run out to my mailbox after the storm, and the electric will be off. I'll run it out to the mailbox, tie it in a knot, put a little sign, charge phone here. Because I'll have it running off a generator just in case anybody around don't have a generator and have no way to communicate with anybody. Hey, there's a charging station right there, right? I did it last year and a couple people came and knocked on the door and said, "Thank you. Is there anything I needed?" No, I'm good, but appreciate it. And yeah, we're Florida strong, man. We'll get through this, but sorry to come in and just take care, take over the show. It's hurricane time.
No worries.
Down in the kingdom. I'm batting down the hatches.
Hey, but I will tell you, there's a hurricane coming. So I'm pretty sure somewhere you're going to find Florida Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be out there.
Are you going to be holding the flag this year?
I'll do it again like I did last time. Got my American flag and my pole ready. Oh, yeah. I'm ready to go, man.
Chase, man, I hope that you're okay. Don't go anywhere, though.
I appreciate
we're looking
it,
We're looking at some trash pops right now.
That Batman is fire. Look at him.
Look at this trash. Look at this trash.
He's glorious. That's not your typical Batman. Now you got to give it a little credit. I mean, he is just scary, spooky. If you read the comics, nothing better than the Batman who laughs.
I just don't really.
It's horrifying.
So this convention started off strong.
I can't bring myself to buying DC comics, to be honest with you.
This convention started off strong, and then they throw this in there.
Yeah, don't come uninvited. I got that, and I got my shotgun too. I'm ready to go. I forgot to mention that one.
Jolly.
I don't like that.
I don't know what this is.
I don't like it's.
What am I looking at?
What did I hear? It's like a series. It's like a cartoon series, I do believe. The V Friends.
Dude, speaking of, hold on. And if I see a Funko Pop in this, I'm gonna go crazy. I don't know if any of you guys. I can't even tell you if I remember the damn name of this show. My neighbor, his kid's fascinated with it, and he had a birthday party, and it had all these things. There's a show with dudes' heads in toilets and people with heads of cameras. It's Skippity Toilet or some weird bullshit like that.
I remember that.
I haven't watched anything on it. Apparently, they got a Netflix a deal.
Oh no,
dude! I don't know. That's the weirdest. If I see a Funko Pop of a dude's head in a toilet, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
It's almost the same style of like the Teletubbies. Just odd, weird. That's kind of what the feeling I get the last time I seen it, which was years ago. I can't believe that's still going. That's crazy.
It is. I don't know what this thing is. What is this?
Yeah, the lantern head.
Oh,
it looks like a bass player.
Parks and Rec. I mean, I can only think that this is Aubrey Plaza's character from Parks and Rec. I don't know anything about it. I've never watched the show.
This one's had a whole 5 people
toilet heads.
This one's had a whole 5 people comment on it. 5 people. 5 people. 5 people.
It's like they came out with the Parks and Rec minis. I was like, why? Just why? I mean, the minis are cool. I dig the little minis. I got them everywhere.
Even the stupid Jackalope has 10 people commenting on it.
But Parks and Rec minis? So there's that much of a demand for Parks and Rec?
I don't think there's that much. I mean, the Office. Okay, I get that. There's a big enough cult following for that. But Parks and Rec, no.
That's just.
I mean,
That's
just
a people pop to me.
that's
I would
it?
have no idea who the hell that is.
5 people commented on that one. 5. 7. I'm sorry. Let me get my math right.
What a
7.
lineup! What a
7.
lineup!
7 people commented on that one. I mean, that is insane right there. All right, let's
Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. The second
Yeah.
season's coming out. I mean, I don't.
That
I
was a
mean,
cool scene when they were in the cat suits.
I don't remember this scene. I'm trying to remember it.
Really?
I actually haven't finished watching the season, so I have no idea.
Oh shit!
My kids watched it right away, but I just didn't. I'm choosing not to watch anything until I finish friggin' Game of Thrones.
They were on teams or whatever it was, and they were all cats, from what I remember.
I'm trying to get through Game of Thrones before I start something new. I'm on season 6. I'm on
My
season.
favorite shows.
What is this shit, man?
Sandman was
Sandman?
that was a wicked good series. Now, but pop wise, like
Was this
you
based
can only
off the
do a few.
Marvel Sandman?
Is that Gary V?
no,
gotta
it's
be
live
Gary
action.
I'm with you, Dead Zone.
It's live
I'm
action.
with Gary V. That's what it is. They wrote out that Gary V pop. Thank you guys for bringing out Gary V.
Oh, good lord! Hey, I actually like Gary V. Don't dog him out for that.
Oh, gonna get me that Gary V pop for that motivational. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this pop and then I'm gonna voice over. I'm gonna do sound over with Gary V. And I'm just gonna do wisdom from Gary V segments on.
We touched a point with Johnny Knight. Apparently, Parks and Rec is one of his favorite shows.
He was one of the 7 comments. All I know is that the Sandman series was really good, but to get
Johnny, were you
honestly
one
with
of
the pops?
Johnny, you weren't one of the 7 comments, were you?
What is the Sandman based? I don't get it.
Hold on.
It's based on like the supernatural, so they're actually being a Sandman in reality. Like there's a Sandman.
I had to come see if he was one of the 7.
He's in control of all the different I don't want to call them gods, but like the fear, the happiness, dream. There's different characters for each thing. So it was really good. It was really good, but I don't think the pops will get much traction. There's one where he's got a chase figure because when he shows up in the show, he has like this mask on that almost reminds you of the Leading the Rats, like the plague, which is really long. It's got the big eyes, really long face. He wears one of those masks to like. They used to get power off scaring people, but that doesn't work so much anymore. So you have to watch the show, man. It's really good though, but I don't see the pops making any kind of traction at all. It's kind of a waste of plastic, to be honest.
What in God's name is that?
Hold on. I got you.
He's getting it.
Hold on, I got you.
Is that part of the show?
No, hold on. I got you.
He's got the soundboard going.
I like it so much. Check this out. Grew up liking all 4 sports. Rangers.
Oh, Gary, that's Gary V right there.
Gary V.
I love Gary V. I don't care.
This comment got deleted.
Senior year.
Gary V.
30 days before I graduated. I knew Rangers finally.
The only thing I hate about Gary V
And with the Gary V.
He's a Jets fan.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I love Gary V.
Oh my God, that is look. I'm telling you, Dead Zone, you send it to me, and I swear to God, on TikTok, I'm gonna have a words of wisdom with Gary V segment. I'm gonna put some damn New York shit on his shirt.
So Dead Zone said Johnny's comment was hidden. Simon said it was deleted.
It got deleted. He hasn't slept in a year.
Hey, don't dog Gary V. I love Gary V. Don't dog Gary
V. Hey. All right, let's get past this stupid Gary V pop. This one I think is even worse, y'all. And I am a fan of this show.
That's a great show.
I am a fan of this show, and let me tell you, this is trash. this thing right here.
They should have done the devil form when he bust into his devil form.
Maybe they should have gave him horns, so I knew that it was supposed to be Lucifer. If I walked in my coat and my
That's
coat,
Lucifer. Why does he have wings?
I would want to know like what
He
religious.
can show his wings if he chooses to. If that
I would
makes
still
any
want to know
sense.
like what like newborn.
He's the fallen
religion
angel. Of course, he has wings.
You've gotten into. Like I don't. This just doesn't scream anything to me. I'm so disappointed now. Funko did it to me again. They did it to me again. I came into this segment and I was like, yes, they got some Deadpools. This is fire.
Lucifer.
And then they took a shit on me.
I got an odd question. I got an odd question with this one. Why are we still peddling this Funko Airways crap?
I don't know.
Yeah, right. I was wondering that same thing.
Maybe they got
Why are we
airplanes.
still peddling the same shit?
Maybe we should go ask Disc Tracker.
Oh wait, we can't.
Next, it'll be Camp Fun Days. 2.
Oh Jesus!
Was that too early? I guess was that too early? Hold on. Was it too early? We're gonna go ask Disc Tracker soon. Where they're still doing the airways.
What is this?
I don't know if this is the pop of the con. I mean,
This is how I feel too.
is this supposed to be is this supposed to be a playoff of
Is it?
Headless Ned Stark?
That's what I'm with
Headless
you.
Freddy
Funko
Funko.
hates me.
No, it can't be, right? Because he wouldn't be like holding his head that way, and he's half rotted.
and Ned Stark's head was never like mutated like that, or
No, not
decomposed,
decaying and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
will be
You all, I've expressed enough on my hatred for anything Funko Freddy. So to me, I say this is a crap pop.
I'm thinking like the Headless Horseman.
They say
Type.
it's Headless Narc in the comments. They
Yeah,
say
well, all of them are just on Funko's jock.
I agree with you. I agree with you so much more than you know. I mean, look, you can like scroll the first like 10 people, and they're all like Funko like video people. I mean, it's just the way that
They're just trying to get some extra, clout to Funko.
Yes.
And then he's all blue. What is he like? No, it's got to be the Headless Horseman, which is a ghost, right? And
But
that's why you got the color scheme.
Pumpkin head. He's
Had a
got a
pumpkin
pumpkin head. He
head.
doesn't have a decomposed head.
Yeah, I mean, did he always have the pumpkin head though? I don't know.
Yes.
The Headless Horseman always had the pumpkin head. Okay. Yeah, that one's a little weird because he looks like a ghost. The same.
I don't know what
ghosty-
this is supposed to be
ghostly
based
color,
off.
You know, it's a little odd.
I mean, did it freeze
Just
from
striking
falling
out,
out
aren't
of
they?
Funko's airways? I don't know.
They should have went all horror. It's October. They should have done something cool, man. They could have really Wednesday and Batman Who Laughs. Those are a couple kind of horror pops. I guess you would call the Sandman.
Only
a little
Dead
bit-
Zone has to go to the store to get some toilet paper.
All right, so here I'm confused again. So we're going to talk about this again, right?
The late run.
We're going to
Wait,
talk
did
about
we
this.
miss that animal pop?
Was that?
Did we complete? I noticed there's an animal pop
I
on
don't think
there.
I've seen an animal pop on.
Has it got a little drummer? Like a
Did
little
we,
drum?
did we skip? Did we miss that one?
We're talking Muppets?
It's not on here. Yeah, that's it. That's Muppet. That's Animal from Muppets on there.
Man, Funko sucks.
You can't even put all your damn pops on your damn website.
They're not even on their own stuff.
That is a show only. That is an
And that's
animal.
why we rely on Disc Tracker, and they
Well,
shut that shit down.
And we won't be seeing Disc Tracker anymore.
Yeah,
we'll,
it's like
Yes, we'll ask Disc Tracker how many pieces this is, Funko.
That's how I got my information with Dish Tracker. What the hell?
Guess we'll ask Disc Tracker. Is it too
well,
early?
you know
guys?
what? I got a comment on that because they didn't shut down Funko Finders with the Z. You notice that? And he does literally the same exact stuff that Disc Tracker. Like literally every time Disc posted something, it would immediately be posted on Funko
Well,
Finders or vice versa.
They probably just screenshot, cropped it and put it back on there. I mean, probably. That's the way
It's
that
bad.
works.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That is. Jeez.
Funko suck. We'll ask Disc Tracker how many pieces this is, though. Thanks, Funko. So here's here's where I got to talk shit, right? So the Deadpool, check this out. So this one is going to be on Funko.com.
I like that
1,000 pieces. So
wow.
this is going to be a 1,000 piece run with the Heart Lounge Fly Deadpool with the shitty Wolverine. But we're not really worried about that, right? With the fact that it's got a shitty Wolverine, we just want the backpack. They know that. That's what it's
Yeah,
feel to
absolutely.
me personally, I feel Wolverine is like Chase's 50 million Darth Vaders. You got to keep collecting
He
them.
does.
got to keep collecting them, guys. You heard it from the source.
There's got to be something special about it, right?
Can't
His
understand why they had
claws are
to
metallic.
Street Boys promote Batman. I don't understand what they do anymore, Simon.
So
Wait, what?
They from Backstreet Boys promote Batman.
But
I'm confused by that one.
Maybe
Help
he's a
me out.
Batman fan.
help me
I
out
don't
here. Help me out here. So
Nobody's
that backpack is only 1,000 pieces, right? 1,000 pieces.
know.
Only 1,000 pieces. Do they not expect to sell 1,000 pieces at the show?
I mean, I would think so. I mean, you only have 1,000
Yeah, there's
pieces.
no
You
way.
should be able to sell that.
There's no way that that's a con and a store exclusive.
No.
I see the ones that they have are con exclusives only, right? And that makes sense to me. They're like
They're
1,000
going to
pieces.
sell 1,000 of those at the con. There's no way.
Yeah, they could. Dude, how many? I think was it you got the top 3 cons that are out there. You got San Diego Comic-Con, one of the biggest ones, brings out thousands upon thousands of people. New York Con is another big one, and then
What's the other one?
we talk Emerald City.
Emerald City Comic. Yeah.
Emerald City. Those are the 3 biggest cons out there. You're gonna tell me that you can't sell 1,000 pops at a show that's con exclusive? I mean, if you can't sell that at a con like New York Con, there's really something wrong.
Make it make
That's
sense
not
for me,
expensive.
guys. Make it make sense for me. Like,
Yeah.
you notice there's no more Walmart exclusives, right? There's no more Walmart exclusives.
Nope.
I
There's
They're,
one more
they're
dropped
all of
out.
a sudden getting in a bunch of Funko. I noticed that.
no more Walmart exclusives.
I don't
Like,
even go back and look anymore.
This is what I'm going to say, right? Because normally I'm the bigger person, and I'm like, oh, I fucking told you so.
They said
Not the
that.
bigger person. I'm going to
F
be
your
petty. Today.
contract for exclusive.
I'm going to be petty today. I told you so. Everybody's like, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, they weren't going to re-sign that contract.
Yeah, I think Walmart
Ooh,
wanted
so-
nothing to do with that.
To get the exclusive sticker, I'm sure it's a contract, right? And then you get
Yeah.
stuck with a shit ton of them, and you don't sell them, and then you're
Yeah.
just done.
Yeah.
They got the Target exclusives, which is at Elmo. Coraline's going to be at Hot
That's
Topic.
not Elmo. That's Animal.
Animal, yeah. Doesn't
At least
strike
he's got a drum, I think, in front
I
of him,
can't
right?
believe Walgreens has an exclusive.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Walgreens
I-
got
I-
the Care Bear, the weird ass Care Bear.
They probably
Wow.
they don't expect to sell any of them, so they just like gave Walgreens that exclusive. That's what that looks like. They thought,
They're still under contract. Give them
Yeah.
a Care Bear.
We're gonna sell none of them anyways. Send them to Care Bear. The show onlys make sense to me though, because those are 1,000 pieces or under. This Deadpool makes no sense to me whatsoever. I mean, 0 sense is what that makes.
Then if
Animals flocked at the show. That's bullshit though.
But
man.
the thing is, if you also think that the headless Funko Freddy is the pop of the con, then why isn't that a show?
Con only. Yeah, show only. I
.com.
I don't.
Funko.com.
Funko, go get your. No.
Wow.
Well,
Well, my wallet's safe.
yeah. I get the Funko today.
I will say though, being a Disney guy, I mean, and this is on Diz Tracker's, whatever page he's got, whether it's an old one or no new one. Have you seen these new Disney sketch pops?
No, Disney sketch.
Oh yeah, yeah. Why is this dude pimping out Batman?
Huge fan of Batman.
Huge fan, Batman.
Wait,
Kevin Smith?
You just sang the tone to an NSYNC song, not a Backstreet Boy.
That shows you how much I know. I don't know.
Yeah,
shit.
well, it's because they're. I think it's what, the 80th anniversary.
85th anniversary.
Yeah. So they're bringing out.
But
all
why
the,
are they
all the
using a
stars, all the
Backstreet
stars.
Boy to promote it?
Yeah, I don't know why they would be doing. Kevin Smith's more of a.
I can see Kevin Smith.
con icon, a con
see
icon.
I can see Jason Mewes.
Yeah, I can see that, but Eesh.
I don't know. Whatever.
Why is Funko like always has different people like promoting their
and those
stuff?
damn Batmans with the blood, they're at my 7-Eleven right now.
It's Batman. Why aren't they
Come
using
on, man.
the most recent Batman, Robert Pattinson, to pimp out their shit?
No, we're gonna milk that cow like it's never been milked. It's gonna be skinny. You ever seen a skinny cow?
Yeah.
Give it to Funko.
That dude. The older that dude get, the creepier he just looks. I'm sorry. I know you guys up there in Canada. You know,
I don't know what y'all eating. Y'all better cut that shit out.
Tell me you don't see him driving a van.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's like Canada's, Funko icon. But I'm sorry, but if this dude pulled up in a panel van, I'd be really worried.
He's giving out free candy. I think we locked him up.
He's gonna have a trail of candy right into the back of the van.
Right into the back of the van.
God, that's fucking creepy.
Just that Funko on the ground all the way to the van.
No, Funko Minis all the way into the van.
Oh no!
Y'all know often I think to myself, man, I had some pretty good content, right?
Simon says bacon and poutine.
and then I have to remember why Funko didn't want to sponsor me.
Oh, good Lord.
I clearly didn't fit their look.
That's because they want the panel van guy.
Yeah. A creepy dude.
I get it when he was younger. I
Lives with
get
his
it,
mom.
but the older that guy gets, the weirder he gets.
Look, I've told y'all like how I feel about it. I won't share any more than that. I feel a certain way about it, and that's just the way that I'm going to feel about it. They have a London con coming out as well. Does anybody know anything about that? Chase, you know anything about that?
I have no idea. I've seen a couple pops that they said they're going to be releasing that. I'm like, oh, I feel bad for London because those are garbage.
Yeah, that's all you get for London. They got the garbage pops.
Like,
Send that crap to London.
What did they get? Like
Paddington Bear.
The racist bear got his They took his ride down at Disney, didn't they? They felt like he was too racist to be at Disney anymore.
No, that's not even the same thing. That's Brer Bear they took down.
Took his ass down. They said, "Bye, down with the racist bears." You're getting his ass now, London.
That's a horrible Homer
She's have her
Simpson.
sandwich with her tea. She's like all English bear.
Then we have some trash like Homer.
Another Homer.
Uncle, I don't know what you're doing.
What is he
I don't know what you're
doing?
doing.
Is that a cake? What is that?
It's a reactor.
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
but
the reactor.
But I do like, as far as me and the Disney stuff. These things I actually think are cool.
I found this like page, right? I found this page for Chase earlier.
Those are cool.
These are cool. Especially that Cinderella one. It's kind of like a sketchbook type version of them. I think that's cool.
Now those are just the same molds too, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're. I mean, that Dumbo's exact
really
same
looks-
mold. They're all same molds, but I kind of like the black and white sketch, especially the
Penguin,
box.
Pinocchio. I don't know why I said Penguin. I think the best one's Snow White, to be honest.
I like that Cinderella one because
Is
you
it
got more of the
Cinderella?
sketch in the background.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because it just looks like a sketch drawing, so that's kind of
Yeah.
cool in the background of it.
I don't hate them. I want to talk trash about them, but I can't because this is the one thing I will say, right?
And I don't
Chase-
buy Disney
Chase,
at all.
Chase normally talks about like the back cards, right? The back cards,
Yeah.
the back cards, and I often say that they're shit. They don't mean anything. In those situations, they meant a lot. Would
Yeah.
you pull that back up?
Oh
In
yeah,
those situations, they meant everything.
For sure.
Everything. And they didn't do it on all
they
the
didn't.
contract.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, if
They should've
you
done
look
something
at
cool.
if you look at, they only did it for the tall one.
Only did it for
Yep.
Cinderella.
Makes sense.
They should have done backgrounds for each one of them in
Yeah,
that
if they did the
style.
backgrounds and all of them, it would have made it to another level.
Oh yeah, because they would match the box. The box looks really cool because it looks like it's hand drawn, sketched box.
Instead, you're putting this weird brown background.
It's just the color of the box. That's
I wonder
just
if it's
the
like a
color of the
gold foil. It might be the gold foil.
Because to me, the sketch in the back of Cinderella makes that so much cooler than all.
It really does. It really does. I agree.
That's just going to be the color of the box, though. You watch what I tell you. There's nothing else. To it. It's just the color of the box.
No back card, just the color of the box.
Just the color of the box. And they've already set you up for that. There's no back card in. No back card.
No, actually, looking at the bigger picture, it's actually got like a wooden pattern to it.
Oh
so it's supposed to be like a wooden background to it.
Like a desk?
Yeah, like a desk.
A drawing on a desk?
I guess. But it does have a wooden
that's a
type
reach,
of,
though.
Like pine look to it.
I love how they do crap like that, though, and they're like, oh, everybody will get it. Man, you're reaching, bro. Like, nobody's going to get why
I would have rather
that.
the sketch been in the background.
Yeah, I would have rather it have been white, just a white card.
Yeah, I'd have been okay if they'd have put just a white piece of paper back there.
Yeah.
Oh, would have been cool as if it was like actual stationery, like school where it had the lines through it.
Yeah.
I might.
Like somebody drew it sitting in their
paper in it myself.
What you're drawing in class, you just drew Snow White.
Yeah.
You just drew it on your. That would have been kind of cool.
You screw up on the details. You can't get the details right.
Never. They can never. Never.
Now that's Cinderella, though. I may pick that thing up.
That is pretty cool.
Cinderella's pretty fire. I like that one. That's the only one that I like. The Dumbo. I like
the style of those
I
two.
Like Snow White. I like the Cinderella, but the Cinderella would be the only one that I would go out of my way to buy.
Yeah,
I like when they do that. They've done that with the turtles, and I know there's a couple more. I'm probably forgetting, but they did where it looks like comic book, art style.
They need to start putting more emphasis on. They really do need to put some more emphasis on those back things because that really makes a good display pop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where.
Chase, I'm going to bring this one up.
Just looking at the wall. Oh, look at him. Look at both of them.
Just for you, man. I just knew that. Look, you were here today.
That first one is just so just
for
look
you.
at him.
We bring up the shit back.
Cannot tell me he's just a thing of nightmares. Look at him.
He's the thing of something.
Fear gas Batman. So
let me know when this is done.
Fear gas. The damn
dude,
Batman.
he's so badass.
The
Hikari one with the
gas.
blue shading.
That's a new way of like fighting crime right there. Watch out for my gas, guys. They're out a whole room. They're out a whole room with my gas.
I dig the Stitch ones. Those are kind of cool. They're just different. They look like, the old Raggedy Ann dolls. So those are kind of cool. It's something different than, like you said, like the Vaders. It's the same Batman, just, he's got blood on him. Oh, he doesn't have a mask. Oh, it's do something cool. Do something different. The Fear Gas one is very cool. What movie? I think that was the one with Jim Carrey, the Riddler, when they did the
I think that was Jim Carrey Riddler on that. I did notice that.
He goes over to some criminal and they're all high on that fear gas and they see him in that form. So that's pretty cool as a Funko because I never thought in a million years that they would actually do that. So that one, I'm kind of digging that one. The Hikari one, I think that's more of a comic book deal. So he looks like, a multiverse Batman to me, really. I mean, it's just not something that I'm going to be like hardcore seeking out, but the fear gas, I got to have it. He's an angry individual, and we love angry individuals in the kingdom. So I'm definitely. And if you look at the details in the mask, he's got the brow where he's just mad, all mad about it. Just the wrinkles in the face. The fear gas made it look like his mask came to life, so that's why I really like that.
Well, I do know one pop Chase has got to be going after. This has got you written all over it.
Oh, they showed 3 of them coming, and I'm freaking out, man. And literally, I've already pre-ordered 3 other ones. The Future Past pop, where they cut Eddie in 2 pieces. There's a Future Samurai and a cybernetic one. There he is, the Pharaoh. Oh, I'm so stoked. So we get 6 new Iron Maiden pops coming. I've got all the Iron Maiden pops and album covers, so I'm pretty stoked. I wish they'd have done something a
Wait,
better with
didn't
the
they
bombs.
already do this?
The Pharaoh one.
No, this
He's-
1989 Batman
yeah.
or Joker.
At least twice.
Metallic.
At least 4
Yeah.
times. I
Yeah.
have him at least 3 different times until
For
I
sure.
realized that they were just giving them to me again and again and again.
Right. The Chase one, he doesn't have the hat. Like, it's
And then one he's metallic,
so bad.
one he's not metallic, one
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a GameStop that they didn't call metallic but could be a metallic.
Right.
They did him at least 3 different times. The
yeah,
same.
that's bad. He's at
Nothing.
7-Eleven right now.
7, it's probably where he's going to stay forever.
Yeah, he's at 7-Eleven. I just saw him today.
7-Eleven,
Oh,
hell.
Five
where he's
Below.
gonna stay.
I looked for the
Yeah.
Chase. It's like, somebody got him. Which is, it's just sad. They're just recycling stuff at this
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Simon, I have.
I mean,
the
I can't believe that Target actually re-released the Blacklight Eddie Brock and Blacklight Spidey Pops without the
Why would
T-shirt combos.
Why wouldn't they?
They were in my Target yesterday.
Why wouldn't they? I mean,
It's just
why wouldn't they?
new
shit on
production date or new production serial number and everything.
Why-
So
why
it's
would-
literally a new production of them. They made more. It wasn't like they had them
Yeah.
and re-released them.
Yeah.
No, they made more.
Like the
Why?
Venom?
That's
Like-
just going to
like the
add
Venom.
that value.
They're like the Venom you could only get. The Dead Skeleton show. Look at this, man. We haven't seen this guy in a bazillion years.
Holy
Dead
smokes! the
Skeleton
Dead
show.
Skeleton.
Wow.
All right, it's the month of spooky. Everybody should be watching Dead Skeleton.
Hey,
This is
we
the month.
we
Best month
Florida
of all.
over here. We ain't running from no hurricane.
That's
But
weird.
Florida strong. Mr. Ugly ain't let me go nowhere. He can't wait for the graveyards to get flooded.
Oh, Mr.
He
Ugly,
wants to watch the caskets go by.
Mr. Ugly's a pansy. I've been trying to pick a fight with that guy.
I've had
for
him
years.
locked up for a year. He got out of control, so he's grounded. He got me into some trouble.
Dead Skeleton show. We haven't had. You know, it's funny with the
Wow,
Dead Skeleton. Actually, here I've actually got something from him that I still actually keep on my shelf. I've taken a lot of things on and off my shelf. I still have something from him on my
Oh,
that sits
shit.
on my shelf to this day.
Oh yeah.
From 2020, quarantine 2020. So my wife put a little case out of it.
I don't know where my book is. I still have my book.
That always sits
I'll
on
let
the
dead
shelf.
bugs bite. Hell yeah, man.
Never
That's
saw him in
awesome.
a while.
Chase, are you
Checking
ready for
in,
tomorrow?
I think I'm ready. I'm ready for tomorrow. I mean, I've got all my supplies ready. I got. See, the funny thing was the wife was worried about the flood, so we had to break out the boogie boards and some floaty devices and put them in the garage near the. She's like, "Well, if it gets hairy, we're going in the attic, right?" Well, no, because we're gonna get trapped. Well, can't you just like take the axe and go through the roof? I guess if I have to. I mean, I'll man up and chop a hole through the damn roof to get out, but so
I'm gonna be like, I'm thinking that I'm gonna try not to do that first. Like,
yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, if the water starts to rise, we just leave.
I think my first reaction is not going to be that.
It's stuck in the attic. Yeah, so
It's kind of
No, I
like
got-
being in the horror
got it,
film
I got it.
and tripping. My first reaction is going to be to try not to trip. I mean, I outrun everybody, babe. Just I can't trip with that.
I think is I got to moderate the alcohol so I don't get too wasted during because if shit goes down, you don't want to
Hey,
be drunk.
in a hurricane party, it's easy to
Moderation.
do.
Moderation is the key. Stay hydrated. And I got make sure I got my bug out bag. It's got ammo, artillery, knives, fire starter. I got it all.
What you plan on surviving the apocalypse down there?
I got a huge bug out bag just in case. You never know. Zombies, hurricanes.
Hey, if zombies are ever going to start anywhere,
I
it's
mean,
going
you
to be
never know.
Florida.
I'm telling you.
Legitimate, I guess. Maybe like the hurricane's going to blow the zombies in. I mean,
After living here for
it's a legitimate claim, I guess.
after living here for like 12 years now, I figured out if anything zombie wise is ever going to happen, it's going to happen in Florida.
I'm saying it's Miami.
Miami, most likely. And that's where actually you can ask most Floridians when we try to
I'll tell you.
push a hurricane somewhere, we figured just send it to Miami because if it goes away, nobody would really miss it. Nobody really cares about Miami.
I'm ready. I'm prepped, man. I'm good. I got food, everything, generators, gas. Yeah, I've been in Florida quite a while. I've been through a lot of them, so I'm prepped, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
And at some point, you can only prep so much and just be like, all right, just bring it on.
Well, people freak out. How are you not freaking out right now?
No.
Well, when you go through about 10, 15 of them, yeah, they kind of wear, the luster wears off. It just, you kind of already been through it, so you know what's going on.
Just hunker down and everybody actually, you can talk to any Floridian, and one of the first things they do when they look at it and when they go into a house is they will always go, okay, where's my hunker down spot?
Yeah. You got your hunker down spot. You learn little tricks too. Like we drink a lot of bottled water, which is not good for the environment. A lot of plastic bottles. But I made it a point because I knew last week that we were probably going to be getting a hurricane where we're going to save every empty bottle. What are we doing with these bottles? We're filling them up and putting them in the freezer. Mm-hmm. And my freezer probably has about 50 frozen water bottles in it right now. So when the electric goes, guess what happens? Nothing. For 24 to 48 hours, my freezer's staying cold. So there's little tricks like that. You fill up your, you wash your clothes, your washer, fill it with ice. Throw all your drinks in there. That thing will stay cold for days. Mm-hmm. And then when you're ready to drain it, when the electric comes on, just hit the button.
I'm not so much worried about sharks than I am gators when the lakes overflow.
Sharknado.
Sharknado's a real thing, boys.
Well, that's the old Mossberg shotgun. That's what I'm rocking this time around.
I'm getting banned. Sure.
I ain't playing, man.
Pew pew. Some water guns. YouTube.
I'm gonna look like Rambo with the belts with all the shotgun shells in it. I'm ready to go.
Water guns. YouTube. Water guns.
Yeah, water guns. Water guns.
Paintball guns.
Nerf
for nothing. Sure. Chase, I would ask what you got going on next week, but I have a feeling that you're digging yourself out.
Well, if the hurricane doesn't take me out and I have internet, you can catch me live with Bearded Barbarian Collectibles. We do the Barbarian Horde most Thursdays.
Have you thought about making any videos?
This Thursday could be interesting.
It might be very interesting.
Thought about making any videos?
I did a little bit last time. See, the problem is you're limited on power. I mean, you can power up your phone for so long, but then it's like the internet's so iffy, so I can't necessarily go live. So I have to record
making a video.
Yeah, I thought about it, but normally there's a lot of chaos going on, and you're drinking, and there's chaos, and you drink, and more chaos. So it gets a little crazy. So I don't know. I think I'll definitely try to shoot some stuff. Put like a little, I don't know. People's attention spans too, man. It's got to be 5 minutes, or they're just, oh yeah, look, a lot of wind. Look, the tree shaking, and then
a lot of rain.
Don't watch your videos, so I don't know. I might put something out. I don't know. I've got plenty of stuff.
You gotta be like that one guy in Helene and get the kayak out and do kayak in the middle of your living room.
Because that's what you should do. He's like, I should have evacuated. Yeah, you should have. I mean,
well, last time I did the Florida man in the road with the flag and everything, but I had to have my wife shoot it. She's like, I'm not going out there. Are you insane? Please.
Yes.
Please. Do one of those. So I'm going to try again. So we'll see. That's just what we do. We're in Florida. I'm going to be rocking some flags and going into the street during the hurricane. To make a good short, maybe I'll get some freaking subs out of it. I don't know.
Chris, what you got going on next week?
Just getting ready for this hurricane. I don't know. It's probably been 6 months since I even did any sort of video or anything. So right now I'm just trying to enjoy life and just, dealing with a lot of work.
So if I send you something, will you make a video? You too, Wayne. I got some stuff that I've been saving to send Wayne. And I think I do got a few things for you, Mr. TechBot.
I can't promise nothing. Like I said, right now, even going to Disney, I'm not even really doing Disney content. I may have some videos coming up at the end of the month. We are going to Great Wolf Lodge the new one down in Naples. So I will
it's
probably
beautiful,
film some of
dude.
that because I still get.
You
I
better. It looks awesome. I've seen all kinds of stuff on it. I'm dying to go there, man. That really looks cool.
Yeah. So we'll be
We'll
down there at
watch.
the end of the month. So we're excited to go.
Hell yeah. Well, catch me Thursday, maybe. Beard the Barbarian Horde. We have fun. We have games. We have giveaways. We just screw up. We don't talk about Funko.
He'll be doing the live in a kayak.
Yeah.
Live in a kayak, guys. Get ready for that one. We'll see you next week, guys. Have a good night.
Later.
Hails to the kingdom.
You guys are gonna have to put this in the description. You know, I'm gonna leave this show tonight a little worse off, I think, quite honestly, than where we began. Everybody is watching this and watching this on the replay. You are now dumber and less important in life because of what has transpired here this evening. We apologize for what's going on right now. I'm gonna try to pretend like none of this happened.